CNBC-TV18 Weekender.
Welcome back, Rajat. It's amazing chatting with you. Tell me, movies and theatre are usually known as indicators of society. With so much changing around us, so much that has changed in the last many years, economically, politically, on what goes on air, on how the kids are getting exposure, etc. Do you think movies are showing all of that?
Films are now addressing a different generation of people. That has changed. And that keeps updating itself every 5 or 7 years, you know. For example, I would say in the 50s, films were aimed at a rural population, you know. So you would see Dilip Kumar as a farmer and so on. In 60s, it started going somewhere else to, you know, towards a city audience, definitely. Jungli became big, and Evening in Paris and Evening in Tokyo, and different subjects. Yeah. You're addressing a different audience. In the 70s, it was addressing a working class population. So our heroes became mill workers, and, you know, Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra working in mills and factories. By 90s, suddenly they realized, no, the big money is with the NRI. Boom. Suddenly it was Pardes.
Switzerland, and yeah.
You know, it was a film about that Indian. And now, obviously, they're making films for younger people, for sure. I think Dil Chahta Hai again changed that, who's our audience? That's not our audience, this is our audience. So that keeps changing.
Is it the social media, the digitalization of it all? The other aspect of digitalization, of course, is the Netflix and the Amazon Prime, etc. Do you think that is something that is changing the way people look at entertainment, or is out to change?
I hope so. Let's see where it goes, because what happened, for example, Ankho, Dekhi, which didn't last in the theatres for very long, got a second life because of Netflix. How many people have watched it on Netflix? And people are still writing to me, sir, we saw Ankho, Dekhi, as if it's a new film, you know. It's already 3 years old, but people are still watching it. So yeah, thank God for that. Thank God to Netflix, Ankho, Dekhi has a life. Beyond that, I don't know. See, again, I don't know what they want to make. Do they want to make edgy stuff? Do they want to make new inroads? Or do they want to repeat what has already been done, you know?
And a lot of stuff is now streaming live. There's a YouTube where you are looking at new serials, new movies being made for that medium as well. Do you think that that's yet another thing that's coming on alive?
It's a pain, you know, because there is so much. What do you watch? So it's become a problem, you know. It's become a problem to find time for yourself and to filter the meaningful stuff out of all of this. You know, if a million minutes is being put on YouTube every day, how much are you going to watch? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes? And how do you choose what you're going to watch in that 50 minutes?
You know, on the finances part of it, tell us, how do you tackle your finances? Where do you invest?
I have, my needs are very few. I don't spend very much. I don't go out very much. So I've been managing.
Where do you spend?
Where do I spend? We go out and eat once a week, that we do. And we go for a vacation to Goa once and Europe once. That's the big one, big expense. Otherwise, I've always, even when I didn't have any money, I managed to save some 20% of whatever I made. I would put it away. That was like a, well, I'm a conservative person.
That's very disciplined, actually.
I am very disciplined. I am, as a person, very disciplined. So once I target that, okay, I will put 20%.
So where does that 20% go? Are you putting it in markets, or are you putting it in FDs? Or?
With mutual funds.
With mutual funds. You know, the other thing is really GST. What is your sense when it comes to your industry? How prepared is the industry? How much do you think is going to the impact be?
I have no clue. See, I would like to believe these things. I would like to believe it's for the good. And it's not only the idea of this government. The idea was floated many years back. And all parties have in some way supported it.
Yes, yes.
And as an idea, I think it's great. That why should you have octroi for moving from Madhya Pradesh to Maharashtra? I mean, it's stupid. It's one country. Hello. And then your truck is going to spend 6 hours standing at the toll. It's stupid. So as an idea, I welcome it.
I'm just going to throw some questions at you now, and we're expecting a one-word, one-line kind of answers from you.
I'll try.
Favorite movie that you have worked in till time?
Whoa, Ankho Dekhi.
What is the most challenging role that you've done till time?
Monsoon Wedding.
Why?
Because it was a terrible guy to play. It was the worst guy ever.
Mentor.
Kumar Shani and Manikon.
How would you describe your life?
Beautiful.
One quote that you live by.
Today is better than yesterday, tomorrow is better than today.
One movie role that you would have wanted to do.
The Idiot on the book by Dostoevsky.
If you had to pick one role from the movie Godfather, which one would you want that to be?
Michael Corleone, of course.
Me too.
You too? You know, for 3 years I thought I was Michael Corleone. I was mad.
Which were these 3 years?
18 to 21.
Favorite book?
100 Years of Solitude, Marquez.
How would you describe your relationship with your kids?
Very giving and equal.
What describes Rajat Kapoor?
Passionate, I hope, but perseverant, I think.
One regret that you haven't been able to shrug off?
That I can't sing and I can't dance.
But then you can always learn.
No, I can't. I tried.
What advice would you want to give Rajat Kapoor, who is 17 years old?
Don't stop dreaming.
How do you see Rajat Kapoor 10 years from now?
In the same space, exactly the same space, making films, wanting to make more films.
An actor? Would you want to name someone there?
But now?
Now.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Oh, really? Why?
I think he's extremely charming. Yeah, he's magical on screen.
You actually have once in the past done crowdfunding. So how does crowdfunding happen? Who are you going to approach? How much money are you looking at? What is the timeline? Have you worked all of that?
So right now I have 5 scripts which are ready. And they've been ready for 3 years. And I've been going around meeting so-called producers. And I decided that if nobody can produce it, then I have to make it myself. Now, after having spent 3 years looking for money and the desperation levels have reached almost where they were in 2002, I've decided to go crowdfunding. I'm starting the process now. In about 15 days it will go live. And I need a lot of money. Well, very little money for a film, but you know, it's a lot of money when you go and ask people, but I'm going to ask. There's a company called Crowdera, which is based in the US. I had met this man 2 years back and we spoke, and at that time I didn't think it was very serious. It wasn't very serious with me also at that time, because I was still hoping to get it through conventional sources. But now, last month I called him and he was very excited. So now we're going to go live on that channel. We're looking for 2 crores 20 lakhs, which is a little more than $300,000.
Well, Rajat, thank you so much for taking time out for us, and we wish you all the best for this crowdfunding, and we hope to see this movie in 2017.
Very soon.
Thank you, Rajat.
Thank you.
Thanks.
CNBC-TV18 Weekender.